Hello there, welcome back to my channel, and this time it's the turn of Icons that's retiring in 2025. There's also, I've just stuck two architecture on the end of it as well because Icons isn't that long. Obviously Icons are always good, and all but one has got an expected good investment, so I don't really need to say that, except for I'll tell you the one that's missing it, but yeah. So Icons retiring in 2025. Also, I have to say every video, the information that I'm giving you, especially these sold numbers, it comes from a website that I pay for every month to get the information. The information is the sold numbers that's sold from Amazon, eBay, Bricklink and StockX, and in the countries US, UK, Europe, Denmark and Australia. So with those in mind, you know, I mean, I kind of think it's Amazon and eBay and Bricklink is kind of like maybe quarter of the market for selling Lego. Obviously there's Lego.com and Lego store. They've got to be, I don't know, maybe half as well. So the rest of the companies is the rest of it, if you know what I mean. So like I've said in all my other videos, the figures that I give you, I kind of times them by 4. I could be wrong, it could be 5, whatever, but at least you've got a number to kind of put in the back of your mind and kind of work out yourself and think, well, you might think that, you know, those other stores or those other places you can get it from is more than that, so you can work that out yourself, how many is actually sold around the world. But at least with me giving you the figures for what's selling on Amazon and eBay and Bricklink for the main places that they sell, then at least it gives you an idea or a figure to start from. Okay, so that's the reason I do it. I have thought about if I ever get monetized with my channel, then there's a possibility that I might look into doing the Ignite program, and then if I do that, then what I might do is, obviously they're not going to want you to sort of give out information freely to people that other people have to pay for, but I've seen other channels where they've kind of mentioned things about Bucky and that kind of thing, where, you know, a couple of sets you can kind of go, well, on Bucky it's all green or whatever like that, you know. So maybe later on down the line, if I'm monetized, then at least I could mention a couple of times on a couple of sets, sort of go, you know, oh, this looks good on Bucky or whatever like that, if you know what I mean. And those people, you know, watching this video should know who Bucky is and that kind of thing. So anyway, so we'll see how it goes. Obviously I'm not going to pay that sort of money out until, you know, if my channel ever gets big enough to, you know, make enough money to pay for that sort of thing, because it's $50 a month. I'll see how it goes. And like I say, I'm not going to be giving out, you know, every single bit of information, because otherwise Shane will hate me. But no, at least if I can make it viable, then I'll give a couple of things and sort of go, oh, you know, this particular set looks good on Bucky or something like that, then at least it's a little bit more information for people to have. So it's something I've got kind of in my mind for the future to try to look at, and more information for people who watch my videos. Okay, right. So Icons retiring in 2025. So the first one is 10297, the Boutique Hotel, $199.99. It's got 7 figures, all unique, valued at around £15. It's got an annual increase expected of 8%. It's got an expected good investment, like I said. On Amazon, it's being sold for between £200 and £313. On eBay, it's sold for £204, and on Bricklink, it's valued at £217. So for once, Bricklink has actually valued it more than MSRP. Normally with Bricklink, it's, you know, on a more expensive set it's about £20 less, and even a cheaper set it's a couple of pounds less. So, and it's sold 24,374 sets. Next one is 10298, the Vespa 125, $89.99. That's got an annual increase of 5% with an expected good investment. On Amazon, it's being sold for between £90 and £113, and on eBay it's sold for £79, which obviously is less than MSRP. Bricklink values at £81, and it sold 16,056 sets. Next one is 10305, the Lion Knight's Castle, $344.99. Now, like I said in my other videos, these higher price sets, you've got to be careful whether they actually retire or not. Don't go buying loads of these yet, because you never know what's going to happen with Lego. If the sales peak, you know, and people think it's going to retire and the sales go up, then Lego could obviously pull it at the last minute, and then you're going to be stuck with a load of them. Anyway, so 22 figures, 21 of them's unique, valued at around £78. That's got an annual increase of 6%, and they're expected good investment. On Amazon, it's being sold for between £460 and £461. So there's actually 2 people selling it. I think what people are going to do is hold on to that for a lot longer, because the sets like that, they're trying to get £700-800 for. So the ones selling it for £460, £461, they're kind of like making as much as they can now, selling it and then reinvesting it, whereas other people are gonna put them to one side and keep them for 18 months or so and try and get £700-800. On eBay, it's sold for £370, and Bricklink values at £414, again above MSRP. It's sold 11,932 sets. Next one is 10312, the Jazz Club, £199.99. It's got 8 figures, valued at around £25. It's got an annual increase of 8%, and again, expected good investment. Amazon is being sold for between £278 and £439. eBay sold for £210, and Bricklink valued at £214, again above MSRP. It's sold 13,304 sets. Next one is 10317, Land Rover Classic Defender 90. That's £209.99. That's got a 5% increase with expected good investment. Amazon is being sold for between £191 and £361. On eBay, it's sold for £240, and Bricklink is valued at £193. Sold 5,471 sets. Next one is 10323, the Pac-Man Arcade, £229.99. One unique figure valued at £19. It's got a 5% increase. Amazon's being sold for between £230 and £400. On eBay, it's sold for £200, and on Bricklink, it's valued at £223. It's sold 6,262 sets. Next one is 10325, the Alpine Lodge, £89.99. It's got 5 figures, all unique, valued at £13. It's got a 10% annual increase, which is pretty good compared to the others. Obviously, expected good investment, yeah. Amazon, it's being sold for between 145 and 204 already. Yeah. On eBay, it's sold for 109, and on Bricklink, it's valued at 100, already over MSRP. It's sold 8,236 sets. Next one is 10332, the Medieval Town Square, £199.99. 8 figures, all unique, valued at £37. It's got 6% annual increase, and on Amazon it's being sold for between £361 and £370. Obviously, that's the same situation as the one I said before, where people are going to hold on to it for a while so they can get, you know, £500-600 out of it. There is somebody on Amazon where it's like a French listing. It's being sold for £245. Obviously, with Amazon, if you go into Camel 3X, you can look at the different listings, and one of them might be French, one could be German or whatever like that. So because it's got a different name, there's another listing for it, so there's figures for all those, if you know what I mean. So yeah, not just the English versions. So yeah, there is somebody selling it from France for £245, so that's a bit cheaper than the lowest price that's in the UK or whatever is £361. On eBay, it's sold for £250, and on Bricklink, it's valued at £197. It's sold 4,267 sets. Next one is 10339, the Santa's Post Office, £89.99. 5 figures, 4 unique, valued at £27. It's got a 10% annual increase with an expected good investment. Amazon, there isn't any for sale yet. Obviously, this is the wrong time of year to try and sell that, so yeah, they're keeping hold of that for Christmas. On eBay, it's sold for £115, and on Bricklink is valued at £98. It's sold 4,002 sets. Next one is 10391, Over the Moon with Pharrell Williams, $94.99. Two unique figures valued at £32 with a 5% annual increase and expected good investment. On Amazon, there's only one being sold, and that's being sold for £135. On eBay, it's sold for £115, and on Bricklink, it's valued at £97. It's only sold 921 sets. And the last one for the icons is 40516. Everyone is Awesome, £30.99. That's 11 unique figures valued at £22. It's got a 5% annual increase, and that's the only one of the icons that isn't an expected good investment. All the rest that I've just told you is an expected good investment. I might not have said it to all of them, but like I said at the beginning. Right, Amazon, it's being sold for between £43 and £93, and on eBay it's sold for £43, and on Bricklink it's valued at £40. It's sold 18,544 sets. Now there's two architecture ones. First one is 21028, New York City, $44.99. That's got a 10% annual increase with an expected good investment. On Amazon it's being sold for between £46 and £90, and on eBay it's sold for £61. Bricklink is valued at £44, and it's sold 41,390. And the last one of the architecture is 21044, the Paris, $44.99. That's also got a 10% annual increase with expected good investment. On Amazon, it's being sold for between $45 and $116. eBay is sold for $61, and Bricklink is valued at $43, and it's sold 30,613 sets. So the next video will be Ninjago retiring in 2025. So thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.